Now we are going to start with Unit 4, and already I have informed you that Unit 3 is a homework sum. Fine. Now Unit 4, here it is a different sum. It is like kindly little different sum compared to the previous sums which I have already discussed on. Now it does Lakshmi Limited Company has 3 production department and 2 service department. So what are they asked us to prepare? We are supposed to prepare overt distribution summary. Overt distribution summary, that is primary and secondary distribution summary, and we are supposed to prepare a simultaneous equation. Along with that, we are supposed to prepare a repeated distribution method, and we are supposed to prepare rate per labor hour. We are supposed to prepare 4 things. First thing is primary and secondary distribution summary. Then we are supposed to prepare simultaneous equation method. Third one is repeated distribution method, and fourth one is supposed to calculate rate per labor hour. Now, so I'll just again go with the basics one. Indirect materials, we are going to calculate direct materials. Indirect wages, yes, direct wages. Depreciation, value of machine. Depreciation in building, floor area. Rent, rate and taxes, floor area. Electric power, horsepower. Lighting, number of lighting points. General expenses as direct wages. Now, so this one we know, and we have already segregated on that. Now we are going to calculate the primary distribution. First one is, as I already have informed you, direct materials. You're going to take only the service department. Direct wages against service department, the total we have written here. Indirect materials, it is direct materials. It is direct materials, that is 9,000, 12,000, 15,000, 30 and 45. So when we see, we are going to calculate on table 3. Fine. So cancel all this 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. So 45, 30, 15, 12, 9. So it will be calculated under which table? It will be calculated under 3 table. So, and what is the total for this? It is 37. The ratio total is 37. Next one is indirect wages, that is direct wages. Direct wages, it is 30 to 22,500, 15, 6,000, 4,500. So it will be calculated under which table? It will be calculated under 15 table. So here 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros, 2 zeros and 2 zeros. We get 300, 225, 150, 60 and 45. Now 45 into 3, how much you get? 15 into 3, how much you get? 45. 15 into 3, I get 45. Again 15 into 4, I get 60. So after deducting the zeros, I'm going to see under which tables it goes. It goes on a table of 15. Next one is depreciation, which you're going to calculate. On value of machine. It is 60, 45 and 30. So 3 zeros we have cancelled here, 3 zeros and 3 zeros. So 60, 45 and 30. 60, 45 and 30 will go again on a table of 15. So here it is 15 into 2. I get 15 into 2 is 30. 15 into 3 is 45. 15 into 4 is 60. Fine. Depreciation on building. It is, we are going to depreciation on building. It is going to calculate on floor area. It is, how much is floor area? Depreciation on building. How much is depreciation on building? It is 12,000. Okay. How much is the floor area here? It is 30,000, 20,000, 15, 10, 5,000. So it will go on a table of 5. Fine. Next one is again rent, rate and taxes. Which again are going to take into consideration floor area. Next one is electric power. Horsepower, rate of machine. It is 240, 200, 160. 240, 200, 160. So you can just cancel all these zeros. So 0, here 1 0, here 1 0. So you get 24, 20, 16. Under which table it will go? It will go under the table of 4. Fine, it will go under the table of 4. Next one is we have lighting. Number of lighting points. Number of lighting points here it is 120, 90, 60, 30, 20. So here 120, 90, 60, 30, 20. So here when we see here, it is not going under one single table. So what are we going to do is we are going to cancel 0, 0. Again here we will get 12, 9, 6, 3, 2. Here it is not going under single table. So we are going to calculate cancel the zeros, and we are going to update here. The total it is 32. The ratio of total of that total it is 32. Last one it is general expenses. General expenses, it will go under direct wages. Direct wages is 30,000 to 22,500, 15, 6,000, 4,500. So we have already calculated on that. It is 15. Fine. Now this one I have already spoken on this. So you people understood on this concept, I guess. Now we are going to speak on the next concept here. It is simultaneous equation method. Simultaneous equation method. So here when I speak with regarding to simultaneous equation method, we have one thumb rule that you are going to follow with regarding to the simultaneous equation method. In simultaneous equation method, what are we going to do is we are going to find out the value of x, and we are going to find out the value of y. How are we going to do it? Here x is equal to 25,050 plus 20%. Y is 18,112 plus 10%. What is this? When we see, we have already calculated x. The total of x is 2550. Y it is 18,112. Yes. Now, from where did we get the percentage? X it is 20%. Y it is 10%. X it is 20%, y it is 10%. So x is equal to 25,050 plus 20% y. Y is equal to 18,112 plus 10% x. Now 20 divided by 100.2 y. 10 divided by 100.1. Now x is equal to 25,050 plus 0.2 y. Y is equal to 18,112 plus 0.1 x. Now first and the foremost you have to find out y value. Now what are we going to do is, the thumb rule is we are going to cancel x, and we are going to calculate the value of y. Now x, we are going to first find out x and y value, right? So x minus this one is plus. When it turns this side, it comes minus 0.2y is equal to 25,050. X, this is plus 0.2y. Yes. So x, which is plus, when it turns this side, it will turn minus. X minus 0.2y is equal to 25,050. Y 0.1x, this is plus, when it comes this side, it will turn minus 0.1x plus y is equal to 18,112. This is plus 0.1x. When it turns this side, it will turn minus 0.1x plus y is equal to 18,112. Now I have to take such calculation to make sure that my 0.1 plus and my minus 0.1 minus x will get cancelled. Now I have here 0.1x, and here I can take as 1x I can take as 1. Okay, so I'll just show you how the calculation is done. Now 0.1x, I get 0.1x. This one is by default, this will be plus. Now next one is 0.1 into 0.2y, so 0.02y. 0.1 into 25,050, I get 2,505. Now here I have to make sure that my x value should be same as my y value. X value should be same to make sure that I'm going to cancel it. So I have already calculated this. I have 0.1x. So here what should be there? Here I have to take it 1 so that my x and x will get cancelled. Now 1 into 0.1x, I'll get 0.1x only, minus 0.1x, then plus 1 into y, I get y. This is called as 1y. This is called as 1. This is called as 1y. Okay, y1, or you can just write as y1. This is called as y1. Then 18,112 into 1. The 18,112. So what are we going to do is we are going to cancel. This one is, by default this will be plus, and this one is minus 0.1, because I have taken this side, it will turn 0.1x. It was plus 0.1x. When I turn this side, it will turn as 0.1 minus 0.1x. So plus into minus is minus. So when I cancel, I am going to cancel this both. Now here it is minus into minus is, again this one is plus, sorry, this one is plus. So minus into plus is minus, minus into plus is minus. So 0.02 minus 1, I get 0.98y. 0.98y is equal to this one, both are plus. When both are plus, 18,112 plus 2,505. 18,112 plus 2,505, I get 20,617. Okay, 617. Y is equal to 20,617 divided by 0.98, I get 21,037. This is the equation, or this is the value for y. Now I have to find out the value for x. I have already taken here x is equal to 25,050 plus 20%. 20% y. So x is equal to 25,050 plus 0.2 y. X minus 0. X minus this one, x will come plus 0.2 y. When it comes this side, it will turn minus. So x minus plus 0.2 y will turn this side, will turn into minus 0.2 y is equal to 25,050. X minus 0.2, y value is 21,037 is equal to 25,050. X is equal to 0.2 into 21,037, I get 4,208. 4,208. So when I calculate into, when I multiply, I'll get 4,208. So is equal to 25,050. X is equal to 25,050. When I'm going to take this equals this side, 25,050. This minus 4,208 will turn this side, it will turn into plus. This one is minus 4,208. When it turns this side, it will turn into plus. 25,050 plus 4,208, I get 29,258. My x value is 29,258. My y value is 21,037. Okay, this is the way how you calculate a simultaneous equation. Find out the value of x and find out the value of y. Now, what is the next question which they have asked us? We have calculated a primary distribution, second simultaneous equation. Now, next one is you have supposed to calculate a secondary distribution. Yes, secondary distribution. In the previous sum, they have already given you the ratio. In this sum, they have not asked you, or they have not given you the ratio, but they have given you the percentages with regarding to the service rendered by each department to other department as follows. So here indirectly they have asked us to calculate even the secondary distribution summary. So how are we going to calculate here? How are we going to calculate here? Here we are going to take directly the percentage and calculate it. It is a little easy compared to the previous sum. Here primary distribution, we know it is 52,275, 38,925, 26,888. Yes, we have written all this. Now how much is y, x and y? X, it is, we are going to take x not from this one, not from the primary, but we are going to take from the simultaneous equation which have calculated the x and y. X, it is 29,258, y is 21,038. Now I am going to calculate here only the service that is x and y are the service departments. X and y are the service department. I am going to take this x and y of the service department and calculate the percentage of A, B and C, which is the production department. Now how much is the service department of x? It is 29,258 into, what is the first A? It is 30%. It is 30%, I get 8,771. here I'm going for A in X, under X, that is service department, A we have 30%, B 40%, C 20%, Y is 10%, B is under Y, A is 10%, B is 20%, C is 50%. Next one is 29,258 into under X, B it is 40%, B is 40%, 11,703. Then under X, C it is 20%. So it is 29,258. 29,258 into how much is the percentage? 20%. I get 5,582. 5,582. Now again we are going to calculate for Y. Y it is 21,038. 21,038 into how much is A? A it is 10%. So 21,038 into 10%. 2,103. 2,103.8 it is 2,103.8 it is 2,104. Next one is B, it is 20%. B it is 20%. 21,038 into 20%. I get 4,207.6. 4,208 you can take. Fine. Next one is here 50%. That is why C it is 50%. 21,038 into 50%, I get 10,519. Okay, now total I'm going to calculate the total overheads of secondary distribution summary. So till here I hope it is clear. Now the part which I'm going to, they have already or they have also asked to calculate a repeated distribution method. A repeated distribution method, it is also called a secondary distribution method. So if you wanted to calculate this, you should know a format or you should know the way how to calculate. Please don't follow the textbook method. It is very literally confusing to you. I will show you one format. You have to go in the same format because this is literally confusing. You cannot read at one stretch. You cannot read at one stretch from textbook. I will give you a format, a written format, which I'm going to send it to you, and I'm going to send it to you personally, but I have worked on this repeated distribution method. I will just show you how this repeated distribution method works. So a repeated distribution method. So how much I have got under X? Under ABC it is 52,275, B it is 38,925, C it is 26,888, D it is 25,050, E it is 18,112. I have written this. Now how am I going to calculate this? How am I going to calculate this? I am going to take into consideration the ratios of this. So I am going to calculate all the 4 elements, all the 4 units. I'm going to calculate all the 4 units. If I'm calculating for X, if I'm going to do the calculation on X, so I'm going to do on X in the sense I'm going to take into consideration A, B, C and Y. If I'm going to do the calculation for Y, I'm going to do A, B, C and X. Fine. I'll just show you how the calculation is going to be done here. Now 52,275 into A, when we are calculating X, we are calculating, assume this is X and this is Y. We are calculating an X. So 52,275. So extremely sorry for that. So as I'm calculating for X, I know what is the value for X. The total primary distribution for X is 2550 into how much is A? It is 30%. So I get 7,515. Again 25,000. Again I'm going to take this into what is the percentage for B? It is 40%. 25 into 40%. I get 10,020. Next one is 25,000 into how much is the percentage for C? It is 20%. Fine. Okay, now I'm going to calculate for Y. Y, how much it is given? 10%. So 25050 into 10%. I get 2505. So when I add this 52,275 plus 7515, I get 59,790. 38,925. 38,925 plus 10020. I get 48,945. Next one is 26,888 plus 5010. I get 31,898. Now here I'm going to I don't have any this one. I don't have any percentage because I'm calculating on this. I'm going to update as minus 25,050 and my value will be 0 here because I have calculated on X. My value will be 0 for this. And next on this 18,112 plus 2,505. I get 20,617. Now I have calculated on D, that is X. This is X. I'm going to calculate on Y. How much is the value for Y? It is 10%, 20%, 50 and 20%. So it is 20,617 into 10%. I get 2062. That is 61. I'm converting into that. Next one is 20,617 into B. It is 20%. So 4,123. Next one is 20,617 into 50%, 10,309. 10,308.5, it is 309. Now here I'm going to do on X also. X it is 2617 into 20%. How much I get? 4123. Okay, now I'm going to add this again. So I'm going to calculate 4123, and here because I've calculated Y, so it will be minus. So this is plus and minus, so it will be minus. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to calculate X again. I'm going to take how much is X, which I have calculated 4,123 into what is a percentage of A? It is 30%. 123 1,236.9, 1,237. Next one is 4,123 into 40%. I get 1,649. Next one is 4,123 into 50%. 4,000. I'm calculating on X. 4,123 into 20%. I get 824.6, 825. Next one is it is 4,123 into how much is Y? It is 10%. Into 10% is 412. So now again I'm going to take 412, 412 into, I'm going to calculate on Y. Y it is into Y into 10%. It is 41. 41.2. It is 41. Next one is 412 into 20%. It is 82.4. 82. 412 into 50% is 206. Then next one is 412 into 20%. I get 82.4. 82. Next one again I'm going to start with 82. 82. This is 82 into, I'm going to calculate on X. I'm going to calculate on X now. Again on X, that is 82 into 30%. 20. Okay, now I have already calculated on 82. So this is 82 which I have already calculated from Y. Now I'm going to calculate on X. So 82 into 30%, 24.625. 82 into 40%, 32.833. 82 into 20%, I get 16.416. Then 82 into 10%, it is 8.2, so I'm taking 8. Now 6,3130 plus 25, 63,155. Next one is 54,799 plus 33, 54,832, 43,2 38 plus 16, 43, 254, then 8. So this is the sum with regarding to your repeated distribution method. This is the method which you have to calculate. See, I have calculated the sum. When I have calculated this sum, I have got the same way, right? Now, what is the last question which they have asked us to give? They have asked us to calculate. They have to calculate overhead rate per labor hour. Overhead rate per labor hour. How much is the labor hours which they have given? Labor hours which they have given, it is 8,000, 6,000 and 4,000. Number of labor hours. Number of labor hours is 8,000, 6,000, 4,000. 8,000, 6,000, 4,000. So, how many total overheads we have got this? So, 63,156 divided by 8,000, I get 7.89. That is 63,156 divided by 8,000, I get 7.89. 54,835 divided by 6,000, I get 9.14. 43,259 divided by 4,000, I get 10.81. You may be wondering from where you are getting 8,000, 6,000, 4,000. They are already given in the sum number of labor hours. It is 8,000, 6,400. They have asked us to calculate they have given the labor hours. They have asked us to calculate the rate per labor hour. Rate per labor hour, we are going to take into consideration the number of labor hours and calculate the rate of labor hour.